Alright, so before I actually started recording this video in class, I already heard complaints in the class that, oh my god, 4-term polynomials, like how, what? This has got to be terrible. Well, let's see how bad it is.
Pretty bad.
Whoops. So what about factoring this one? What if I needed to factor 2x squared? Oops. That problem's broken. This was supposed to be 2x cubed. Forget it. We're not going to do that one. I'd rather just grab one of the other ones. Okay. So let's work with this one. As far as I'm concerned, you guys already know how to deal with polynomials when there are 4 of them. We do it all the time. In the middle of the x method setup, you have 4 terms. And what do you do when you have 4 terms? You group. You look for a common factor between these two and a common factor between these two, and you factor it. So do that. Look for the GCF and factor that thing. It should not be difficult. So, like I said, anytime you have 4 terms in a row, really your only hope at this point is factoring by grouping. And so I want you guys to know that if you see I'll call it a 4-nomial, a 4-term polynomial, just immediately start grouping, right? The first 2 things have x squared in common. When I factor that out, I'm left with x minus 5. The second 2 terms have negative 9 in common. When I factor out negative 9, I'm left with x minus 5. And yay, those 2 things inside the parentheses are the same, which means I can just pull the coefficients into one term. X squared minus 9 times x minus 5. And then to be fair, I did warn us that this was coming. One of those things is actually a difference of squares. X squared minus 9 actually breaks down into x plus 3 and x minus 3, and we still keep our x minus 5. That's factoring by grouping.